You know, you often find a lot of YouTubers light their backgrounds up like with different colors of light. Super cool. Today I want to show you how you can light that with just one of these guys. Just one light. Let's get going. I'm such a fool. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about the Aputure AL-MW. If you're new here, consider subscribing if you're into the kind of content I make, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can stay updated every time I put up a new video. So this is what I call the one-man pocket light. Like it has almost everything. It's super bright, as you can see. Wait, check that out. Yep, it's super bright. You can't really tell how bright it is unless you actually own it, but trust me, for the size, it's really bright. And this whole video is kind of a tutorial, right? Mostly YouTubers have this whole cool background with a lot of lights like what you see right now. And you have to own a couple of these to do that. But what if you can't afford like this kind of stuff, right? Because this is like $200, and to get like 5 or 8, it's probably going to be a lot of money. Can you just use one light to do something like that? That's what this video is about. So let's jump into Premiere Pro so I can show you how I just did what you're looking at with just one of these guys. Let's get going. This is Premiere you're looking at right now. This is the workspace. Before you do this effect, there are a couple of things you would want to take into consideration. The first thing would be not to move the camera at all. You have to keep it very stationary. Don't touch the camera so you can keep the perspective identical, the horizon line identical, the distance between the camera and you in the background also identical, so you can sell the effect very well. The second thing is to make sure that you move the lights into all the 3 positions in different videos. So if you want to put the light on your couch, behind your shelf or whatever, you have to put them there, step out of the frame, get a shot of that, repeat the same process and put it every single way you want it to go, and have all of those things in separate videos. So I have my main video in the folder right here. I'm going to drag it onto the timeline just like that. Click that. Yeah, so that's the main video. So you can see in the background there's no lights because the actual video didn't have the lights on, because I had the lights in my hand to make the tutorial. Over back to the other folder, and this is where all the other videos are. So I'm going to drag the first light, which is the green one, and place it on top of the other video. Oops, sorry, hold on. Yeah, let me do it again. Yeah, so you place it on top of the main video. Now I can see that the other video is hidden, but if I go to this side, you can see. So this is the main video, and I'm coming back, and you see the green light. So I'm going to mask it out and make sure only the green shows. So you select the so you select the video with the green light, and once it's selected, you head over to the effects controls and click on the box under the opacity. So what this box does is it's going to create a mask that will hide every single thing except the green light area. So you drag it over the green light area, that's where the katana is, and I'm going to stretch the edges all the way to the corners so I can get every single area that's affected by the green light. So this line right here looks really weird, so I'm going to click on the video again, go back into the effect controls and increase the max feather. That is going to smoothen the transition between the green side and the cream wall. So right now it looks pretty good. On and off, before and after, you can see how it looks like. So that's it. I'm going to repeat the same process for the second video. So let's go over to the source screen. I'm going to drag the video over there, scrap all the way through to find the part that has the video. Press I to mark the in point and O to mark the out point, and drag it back onto the video, and I'm going to repeat the same process. Yep, sometimes you have to zoom in so you can really see it well, and then put the anchor points right on the edges of the shelf or whatever you're using, so you can keep it really clean. If you don't do that, it's sometimes difficult to make sure that your edges are aligned. So I'm going to scrap again to find the other video and put it back into the timeline. Okay, so I did this on purpose so you guys can see how you can also make it work if in case you come across if in case you didn't shoot a video long enough. So this video is really short, right? It's not long enough to overlay it over the entire thing. So what I'm going to do is to create something we call the hold frame, which is going to be a static image that is going to be over the entire thing. Since the actual video, then the area where the lights are, it's not going to be affected by my body. So I'm going to right click and I go all the way down to add frame hold, and it's going to divide the video into two. So the first bit, I'm going to delete that is the actual video, and the second bit is now a static image, and I can stretch it like any length that I want. So I'm going to stretch it all the way so it covers the entire duration of the video, and there it is. So now you can see it. Then I'm going to repeat the same process by masking it out and just making sure it aligns with the entire shelf, like I did before on the orange light and the green light. So check it out. Again, shoot all the videos separately. Make sure that your body doesn't interrupt with the frames where you're going to replace the footage with the frozen images. The other thing is to make sure that you don't move the camera at all, so everything stays the same. Both the horizon line, the proportions and the perspective, and also the distance between the camera and the background doesn't change. Nothing changes at all. Keep everything exactly where they are, and you should have an easily made video. It looks cool, right? You can apply this to every single thing. If you have a living room with a lot of images at the back, some flower pots, some statues, some camera lenses, some camera equipment, you can just put them in a shelf somewhere, throw one light, record it for a second, cut that out, paste it over the video, do it all over. All you need is just one light. This would have cost somebody about $1,000 to do, because they need to light every single part of the shelf, because they need more lights. And with just one light, you can achieve this kind of look pretty easily. Okay, I think that's it. So with just one of these guys, you can light your background in any number of ways, but you have to pay attention to the caveats, right? Like your body doesn't shift into the areas you've merged and things like that. Like right now, if I do this, you can see my hand is entering into the areas that I have the overlays on. It's not going to be realistic, so you have to stay on the other side of the frame so your body doesn't interact with the other end, so it looks quite normal. The next thing is, I really recommend, if you want to make it look more realistic, you have to get a couple of these yourself. But if you have the time and the creativity like I do, you can probably just do a lot with just one of these. Alright, thank you so much for watching the video. Consider subscribing like I said earlier in the video. Hit the notification button so you can stay updated every time I upload a new video. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I made this video because I think this light is really cool. That's it. Catch you guys some other time. Bye.